Hey guys, welcome! Oh my gosh, I'm here with you again tonight. Although you're going to get tired of me because I'm going to be doing this every night. I'm going to be doing this not every night. In fact, I need to find out from you guys what's the best time for me to show up live in this event. So anyway, we'll wait for Kim to arrive. And hold on one second, I want to turn on my light and turn on the other light. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Who is here? Who's joining us? Kim should be here any second now. I'm so excited. I had a chance. Well, I'll give you a little introduction when we get there. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Grab a seat. Join us. All right. I put a new type of gloss on. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. Anyway, welcome. Hello. Hello, who's there? April. How are you, girl? Gosh, I'm always so happy to see you. Hey, Lindsay. Welcome. Oh, Kimberly. I'm going to bring Kimberly on. Okay. All right. She is being invited. Yes, Renee, Rebecca. Hey, girl, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. Listen, we're just going to wait for another minute or two, let everybody get in their seats. And while we're waiting, let me ask you guys, since I can see your posts and see your comments, Christmas tree lights, clear or colored? So chime in. Hey, Gracie, how are you, girl?
Good.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. You're back at home, aren't you? Well, yes, you are back at home. Yeah. Did you start school again? Yes. What are you eating?
I'm gonna show her.
I don't know what it's called.
No, it's just like a little breakfast bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So Renee, hey, Renee, girl, I'm so happy to see you. Tell your hubby I said hi. Renee said color. Lindsay is clear. Yes. Amy said either, as long as they all match. I don't know, Amy. My girlfriend does colored ones in. She tucks them inside the tree, and then she does all the outside branches with clear. Now, yep. Aloha, Rachel. Oh my gosh, Rachel has been booking up a storm. Oh my gosh, booking up a storm. So, anyway, we're just going to wait another minute, making sure everybody's in. Oh, April does both. April, I have a lot of friends that do both. I have to tell you, and I'm probably dating myself, but I have gone back to the colored lights and the big bulbs. So our local Big Lots, which of course I love shopping at Big Lots, you can find me there on my lunch hour. You know, when I take a break, I'm just moseying up and down the aisles. I find so many great things. But they actually have the really tiny lights, and then they have the big bulbs that you fit over the lights to make them look like they're retro. So you can either go with the tiny bulbs and have those disperse them on your tree, on your branches, and then you can take the colors, the reds, the greens, the orange, the blues, the yellows, and you can take those bulbs and put them over the tiny ones, and then you've got the big colored ones. And I love that because I just like the look back to when you used to see, I don't know, Ozzie and Harriet and all, Leave It to Beaver and Father's Knows Best. I know, and Happy Days. How about you, Kim? What do you have? Do you have your tree up?
I do. Well, we're still not finished yet. We still have a box of ornaments that we have to put up. But yeah,
it's beautiful though.
Thank you. We have white lights, and then we have primarily silver and gold ornaments, and then all the fun ones that my mom sends.
Oh, now does Gracie get an ornament every year?
She usually gets like 5.
Oh. We used to get our kids had ornaments every year with their name and the date.
Yeah,
personalized
everybody
every
back
year.
home sends Grace Christmas ornaments, so
Yeah,
you get lots. So I said, when we move back to the States, I said, we're gonna have 2 Christmas trees.
Yeah. Well, I was just
3?
at somebody's home the other day, and they had a Christmas tree in their foyer, and then they had a Christmas tree in their family room. And I know Belinda, I think Belinda Ellsworth, I think she has like 5 trees.
I love that.
Yeah, she has a tree in every single room. Yeah. And she's got like a village. I mean, we really need to get her on a call and have her walk us through her house. Yeah, for
That
sure.
would be amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, guys, I so appreciate you guys showing up at this time. And I'm actually going to do a poll to find out, since I'm going to be coming live pretty much every day for just a short snippet of time to update you, to keep you on track, to answer questions. I want to see what is the best time, because I typically come live at noon Eastern time. But however, if this is a better time, or a little bit later, earlier, this is really about you. I can come in at any time. So we'll do a poll and figure out when's the best time to come in. But we're in here tonight at this time because, Kimberly, tell them what time it is there.
I don't even know. What time is it? It's 8:30 Thursday morning here.
8:30 Thursday morning. Yes. So that's why we grabbed her. Kimberly was so busy between now and next week. And I didn't want you guys to wait, because one of the things that I was so interested in when I was in Denver, and I had a chance to spend a lot of time with Kimberly. I stayed at her mother-in-law's house. Her and Gracie were with me a lot of the time. We traveled back and forth. I got to meet her dad and her stepmom, and oh my gosh, I got to meet the whole family, and the wedding looked beautiful.
So nice.
Beautiful. So I got to meet everyone. And at the same time, I had a chance to really listen to Kim talk about, when she talked to her team and customers and things like that, some of the specials that she offered. And I don't know, I think she's got something going here. So Kimberly, I want you to share. Oh, Andrea's here. Hey, Andrea, it's so great to have you come on the call with us. So I want you to share. Andrea's with us a lot also. We pulled up in Sonic and we ate in our car. I mean, it's been a long time since I've actually eaten like that in a car, but it was so much fun. But anyway, so Kimberly, start out first, if you don't mind, and talk about how you accumulate the rewards that you get to give to your bookings, and when you offer recruiting special and host special and things like that, because you always said to your team, now remember, I don't pay for this. And I kept thinking, what is she talking about? She doesn't pay for it. And then you describe what you do. And I really think a lot of our field needs to hear this firsthand and ask you any questions.
Yes. Hey, Grace, go play with the dog upstairs, please. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry, I have like puppies and running around. Yes, so yeah, I don't pay for a lot of my incentives. Okay, then just go upstairs for just 5 minutes, okay? Or play quietly. It's 8:30 in the morning for us. So.
I know it is. Yes, I know.
So all those things that Kathy was talking about, rarely do I pay out of pocket for them, because we are I know not all companies actually allow consultants to do this, but we're allowed to, on occasion, be a host ourselves. And I choose to be a host myself a couple times, 1 to 2 times a month. Sometimes 1, sometimes 2, but through my customer reorders and my VIP community group and things like that. As you grow your business, Grace, please stop. Just stop. Let go of the toy, and she won't growl for it anymore. Thank you. Sorry.
No, Kimberly, do not apologize, and feel free to do anything you need to do on a side note. We're at your breakfast table. Okay. I get it.
Literally, yeah. You're at our homeschool table.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, I'm gonna lose track of myself. So basically, what I do is, I do a few things, but one, I usually love to spoil my. I call it a community group. I hate the word VIP group, but that's a whole different rant. So my community group, my customer community group is, I love to give back to them, because these are people who have hosted with me multiple times. These are people who are referring. I mean, these are like your cream of the crop customers who are in your business with you. I mean, they could sign up on your team at any minute now, because that's, you know, the kind of relationship that you have with them and that they have with you and with Lemongrass Spa. So I love offering bonus products to these people, and dipping into my commissions a little bit to do that. But what I instead of just giving away my commissions is I will compile everything into one party order, and I will be the host. So I use the hostess rewards to get all of those products that I then turn around and use as team incentives for, you know, different team members hitting different benchmarks, you know, promotion gifts, things like that. This is what I use for my booking gifts. You know, this is what I use for my you know, recruiting incentives, you know, or something like that. So it's, you know, it's not that, oh, I'm dropping $100 or $200 every month so that I can, you know, buy and give all these things. But we have the opportunity as consultants to do it for free. So that, stop now. Don't play with her right now, please. Thank you. So that is how I choose to do it. My customers love it. They are getting, you know, they're getting incentives for ordering with me, you know, once every month, once every, you know, couple of months. Some only order once a quarter, but they order a large amount because our products last for so long. But either way, when you have that rolling party calendar yourself and you're organically growing your customer community group, there's always people who are going to come and be buying from you throughout the course of the month. So that's, you know, that's a big part of why I do that, is I love giving back to them. I personally choose to use like PayPal when I take orders. And I know Kathy's a big advocate for not sending people to your website, and I am exactly the same way, because people get lost in the website. You know, and it's just, people are so busy. They're just as busy as we are, if not busier. And even if they really need their face cream, I mean, chances are about 10 other things are on their to-do list before they're going to have a chance to quietly sit down with their wallet, go to your website, and find exactly what they're looking for, when it would take us a whopping 5 seconds to just take their order for them. So because I live where I live, it's not always easy for me to pick up the phone and call someone, you know, on the East Coast or whatever, to collect payment information. So I choose to, I just use PayPal invoices. It takes like 2.25% of my sale, which for me is nothing, because that's a sale I probably wouldn't have gotten anyways. But then I'm able to collect all of the orders and put everything in together as one big party order, as opposed to saying, go to my website, click on this link, make sure you're shopping in this party, and then having to go on later and add things to their orders and change who it should be. No. So it's just much easier for me. It's easier for me to streamline and consolidate my time to use those PayPal invoices. Of course, if I were in the States and I didn't have customers all over the world, I probably would skip out on the invoice and just pick up the phone and call them. But I have had a really great response to using PayPal as a payment option. So I'll probably stick with it for a long time. So yeah, I hope that explains.
It does. Now, the other thing, you know, just the PayPal invoices is, it's once they place an order, you actually send them the invoice and they pay the invoice. That's when you say PayPal invoice.
Yes.
So you're actually sending them a bill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sending.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that people understood that that's what you are doing. And I want to kind of validate what Kimberly said, because I posted something yesterday on my personal page. And yes, I do use my personal page for business. Not 100% of the time, but you know, every 5 or 7 posts, I just say, you know, we're storytellers. You're going to hear me say this all the time. We're paid storytellers. So I told a story about not knowing anything about essential oils 2 years ago, and I can't believe now I can't go without them. And I talk about the fact that when I travel and I use a rental car, I use the diffuser. Well, I can't tell you how many orders people started adding to. They wanted the diffuser. So, but however, what I did is I personally or direct messaged them the information about the diffuser. However, at the same time, I said, listen, and I came in with the commercial for the handmade soap. and gave them that graphic showing how you could decorate the soap when you give it. And I said, everybody uses soap, etc., right? So I just picked up the verbiage from the mock Facebook group with the graphic, and I direct messaged them, and somebody just spent $150 on soaps. Wow. Because of what I did with the diffuser. So again, what you do, guys, is what you have to do is you have to be in the moment and not just simply look at that sale. You look at that relationship to say, by the way, you're going to be spending $650 or $695 on shipping anyway. This is how much more you can order. Well, she lost sight of the fact that, when she got to a certain amount, her shipping was going to increase, and she just kept on adding more and more. But most of my customers that added, they stayed within the $695 shipping, and they said, well, if I'm going to pay $695, Kathy, I might as well add some more things. And I'm like, exactly. So again, these are the kind of conversations you want to be intentionally having, where you have opened the relationship as you're making the sale. And that's what Kimberly says, why it's so important that you don't include your website link. I mean, I include the link to the diffuser, not to my website. I specifically went in and said, oh, okay, here's the diffuser, because I wanted them to read the description and I wanted them to add it to their cart. But while they were there, I knew they were going to be there. So instead of saying, oh, and here's my website, if there's anything else you wanted, I thought, what? The soaps are so precious. And I didn't even tell them they were on sale. I just went ahead and tell them to handmade soap. Everybody uses soap. What a great gift idea. Here's some ways that you can wrap it. And people were like, oh my gosh, what a great idea. So again, that's the way that you personalize these conversations. So the other thing I just want to stay with for a minute, Kimberly, because one of the things I'm going to do for you guys between Christmas and New Year's, we're going to have some downtime, and I'm going to teach you. No, I'm not going to teach you. You already know. I am going to encourage you to take another look at your community groups, because my girlfriend just redid her community group, and I'm going to tell you in 2 days, by redoing it, telling her customers, because it was a community group for direct sales, she told her customers why she was redoing it. The Facebook cover photo was so incredibly personal, and she said, I want you to take you into I want you to take you into my life. So yes, I will be giving you recipes. She's with Pampered Chef. I will be giving you other things, but I'm going to talk about our hobbies. So she raises chickens. Well, she has 500 people, and she just said, comment below with a me if you want to join my new group. She did not bring anybody over from her other group. I watched people, and I just went in there this evening because she did a video on how to clean an oven, or a dishwasher. She did a video on using something to clean the dishwasher, and all of a sudden, I mean, she has like 600 views, and people are saying, oh, you've got to get in this group. She shares such great things, and it had nothing to do with Pampered Chef. Now, again, she's doing 12 days of cookies, so that is Pampered Chef because she talks about the baking soda, etc. But I really want to take you guys back to the beginning, and we're going to work on your community group. I have always called it a community group. I just feel like for those of you that are struggling with getting any connection, engagement, if you're doing the same thing and expecting different results, that's the problem. You're trying to sell to them. You're saying, Kathy, I'm not getting any sales. Well, that's not the community group is not about selling. It's about allowing people in that group to know about you. So when they're ready and you say, by the way, this is going on this month, and they want to take advantage of it, they trust you. They have connected with you. It's not a business page. It's not even a personal page. These are like-minded people that decided they want to be at your table, in your living room, around those seats with you. So I think a lot of you are missing the mark when it comes to VIP customer groups. I think, like Kimberly said, the reason she is so successful is because it's her community. It is her community. It's kindred spirits, right? Right, Steph? Right, Kimberly?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want to say anything else about it. But,
you want me to say no, I mean,
yeah. Because you said, don't get me started on this. I want to get you started on this. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, well, nobody likes VIP groups because they're spammy and they're annoying, and it's literally, I mean, people are literally vocal on Facebook about stop adding me to groups. Like, no. It's because all that people are trying to do is I mean, it's just like a commercial. You know, every time you open up Facebook, you know, it's a VIP group is a commercial. Someone's trying to sell you things. You know, people are adding you to groups. You maybe are the one who said it. Someone's taking you hostage. You know, when they add you to a group without your permission, when they start tagging you in a group. Yes, you can have the Pringles. So it's, you know, you want your people to want to be there, you know, so you always want to avoid, you know, and I preach it in my group, you know, don't add people without their permission, you know, I will never run a contest that includes, you know, add people to this group in order to win. You want quality people in your groups. You don't necessarily, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of people in there. My VIP group is actually really small. It's less than 100 people in there. And I mean, I think I have like 1,000 in my back office contacts, but it's your cream of the crop people, you know, it's all about the people who want to be there. And it's about offering solutions, as Kathy always says. It's about offering content. I mean, and I feel like that rule that goes with your personal page, the 911 rule, that out of every 9 or out of every 11 posts, 9 should have nothing whatsoever to do with your business. I really feel like that should be the case in our customer community groups as well. You know, it's there's so many videos, there's so many tutorials, like there's so many, we want to offer solutions and content and like creativity and ideas that has nothing to do with buy this bar of soap or buy this, you know, this face kit or something like that. And of course, when you do have a special, you know, I do extend, you know, bonus products. I don't like to do free shipping or discounts, but I do like to do, I mean, unless it's Black Friday, but I usually do bonus products, you know, free gift with purchase, and they're full sizes because we get volume for that. You know, if you just give a discount or if you just give free shipping, you're literally just throwing money away. But if you, just like that, you know, but if you are offering a bonus product, one, it costs you less because of your discount and it's adding to your volume. And when you put all that in together as a party order, you're going to get more hostess rewards, you know? So, I mean, some simple act like that can change a $300 customer reorder event to a $400 reorder event, you know, or you know, maybe not that drastic, but, you know, it can really make a big difference, you know, when you have 10 people or, you know, something ordering, it makes a big difference. So, it's definitely, you know, definitely worth thinking about. But yeah, it's more about, you know, what you need to give people a reason to be there. And, you know, people only have so much money and they only need and want so much lemongrass. I know. But when, you know, you need to give them a reason to come back and view the group and contribute to the group, you know, and I'm still working on it, but what I would love is for people to think, oh my gosh, I want to go share this in, you know, Kim's Lemongrass Lounge, you know, or something like that. You know, not just to check in to see what's on sale. That's what your business page is more for. Right. Group, you know, is you want it's a community, you know, think of it as a group of friends sharing like-minded ideas, you know, so yeah.
Well, you know, and you know what, Kimberly, also is, you know, I think it's important that you have a blurb, almost like a elevator speech, if you will, that says, this is what my group is, this is what we do, this is who we are. It's almost like, you know, I guess you can come if you really want to, you can join us. So I think it's important that you keep it where it is something that you handpick those individuals, not that you don't want to advertise it. Hillary does a great job to say, something's going on in my community group, you might want to come on over and take a closer look. So she advertises on her personal page, in her business page, in her Facebook parties, and she says, this is what we do, and you're welcome to join us if you'd like. It's not, We'd love to, and we'd love to have you. I mean, think about sororities, think about bunco groups, think about Bible studies, think about book clubs where they're full and they say, you know what, we can put you on a waiting list and we'd love to have you come if we have an opening. Mm-hmm. That's almost the mentality you want to have as you advertise. There's a couple more spots open if you'd like to be part of our group. We'd love to have you, type of thing. Again, that's how exclusive it should be. And like today I posted something in my group about handwritten notes, and everybody just, it blew up and they said, oh my gosh, you're right, I don't do it enough, I'm going to go out and buy some gift cards, etc. It was a heart tug issue and had nothing to do with Lemongrass Spa. It was just a conversation that I was having in this group about a handwritten note. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask my community group what they think about it. So again, these are conversations you have with them. And what I loved about Kimberly's message about full-size jars or full-size products is for every, and I hope I'm saying this right, for every face kit, ultimate face kit that Kim sells for the $90, she includes the $10, or is it, it's a $15, yeah, $15 healing element. Kim, tell them why. And I'm all over this. I'm doing it 100% of the time now. Tell them why you include it and where you include it.
Well, I tell everybody that they should be putting Healing Element Balm on their face at night. Like that, yes. I mean, to me, that is a part of the face kit is the Healing Elements Balm, because it's magical. Yes, if you're not wearing Healing Element Balm on your face before you go to bed, a teeny tiny layer is all that you need. Don't need to like super balm it up, but it's amazing. Yeah. I mean, it is amazing. So, you know, and we all know everybody wants, everybody always wants the Healing Elements Balm at the parties. And so I've noticed it's really helpful for people who are kind of on the fence about, you know, the face kit. Should I get it now? Should I get it later? Is it in the budget? You know, whatever. The minute I say, oh, and by the way, you get this free $15 Healing Elements Balm, they're sold and they're feeling excited. I mean, they were thinking about it anyways. So, you know, I just gave them that extra incentive to feel really good about saying yes. Because that's $15 that they're saving on top of.
Well, it's their night cream. We don't have a night cream. Exactly. We don't offer a night cream.
Yeah, that is the night
cream.
So
it is your night cream. Yeah. I mean, I use the Ultra Hydrating for my night cream personally. But however, when they have the healing elements, it's a night cream and beyond night cream. Yes. Because they will use that for everything. And I love the fact that there's a spatula on that lid, so it keeps it very sterile for them to use their face, on their cuts, on their you know, heels, everything. So and I market that spatula for that reason, is that it keeps your hands out of that jar because it's multi-purpose. Yeah. Now you also do a buy one get one a lot, and I love that. So tell about the buy one get one. Love it. Yay! Because you have to buy something to get it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Like the 50% off. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I actually, I don't do it a lot. I usually only do it a couple of times a year, and Black Friday is always when I do it. It was wildly successful. My Black Friday event was like over $1,200. And so it's, careful, what are you doing? Sorry, got the child and the dog. So okay. I do so yeah, I don't do it a lot, but I you know, it's a great thing to offer. And I did open it up to do, because it was so successful for Black Friday. So I am doing it with my own 12 days of Christmas as well. But it's buy one, get one 50% off. So again, it's taking away my commission. But I mean, when I put in a $1,200 party order, you know, I'm losing, you know, I may be losing the 25%, but as we know, when you hit 1,500 in sales, or when you hit 3,000, you get those additional bonuses too. So I'm not giving away all my commission, but I'm dramatically upping my sales, and the hostess rewards are awesome. Because guys, I hardly even ever pay for my own personal products either. It's rare that I, you know, I think maybe once or twice a year when I tend to run out of a lot of stuff. That's the only time of year that I actually pay money for lemongrass products. Otherwise, if I give away some of my commission, I get higher orders because I'm giving them bonus products. I'm not just giving them a discount. I'm giving them bonus products.
Right.
And yeah, and getting all those half price items and getting all those rewards. I mean, what is it for a $1,200 party? Like $250 and 5 half price items or something? Like, that's a lot of stuff. So, and of course, I love getting with the half price items. It's always a good deal to get the big, like get the kits, the spa sets or something. And that's another easy thing that you can break apart and give
Right.
away. You know, you can have like 5 or 6 gifts in there for $20. I mean, that's nothing. Sure, you want to show?
Yeah, I agree. When you guys go to use your 50% item that maybe your host doesn't want to use, or you've bumped, when you add an order to your host and it bumps her up, if you've added that order and it bumps her to another 50%, you take that other 50%. It does not mean that you have to give her that other 50%. Right. She's brought in the orders where she has, and then if you bring in additional orders, because you've got people floating around saying, do you have my customers say to me, are you closing a party? I'd like to add this to a party. And I'm thinking, I mean, who thinks like that? But my customers do. Just attach it to a party, Kathy. I don't know why they said that, except they think they're helping somebody else out. Well, I take the additional cash or half price items and I use them because it's something that my host has already gotten at her level. So I don't give her the additional products or bonuses that I've ordered. And that's why I love about Kim's buy one, get one half price. And you guys might want to think about attendance only specials for January, where you might be offering a buy one, get one at 50% off, because it's going to bump that host orders up, which gives you additional rewards off that party that you can use then for the rest of your January or into your February, or even do it now if you still have parties open. But yeah, I agree with Kim. There's so many gift sets of here that actually you get savings when you order the gift sets. Break these up. I mean, that's what you do. You order the gift sets, the collections, and you break them up. As long as when they give you a discount on the set, you're saving money. You might as well take advantage of it. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that that you talked about the community group, because I know you're very successful in your community group. And I know it's because you're very strategic. And guys, we will be working on that between Christmas and New Year's. You're going to have some downtime, actually after the 15th, but I know you're going to be busy with your family. And I'm going to share some of the successful groups, and I'll pick on Kimberly also, and she can maybe give us some ideas of some of the posts that she's done that have gotten the most comments. So we'll make sure that we've got enough, real life examples for you to say, oh, now I get it. But I'm telling you, my girlfriend, she redid hers. I could not believe the photo on her cover page. I could not believe the comment she put on her personal page. And she's in day 2 and she has 500 people in her group.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. And she just said, no consultants. That's what she said. No consultants, please. And just let me know if you're interested. And she just shared from her heart. It was a very heart-tug reason why she changed up her community group, and everybody embraced her. They're like, oh my gosh, I want to be so part of this. So it's a freshness for her for 2018 for sure. Okay, there was a question here. Let me go back. So Jocelyn says, some of my friends invited their friends to my group who I do not personally know. They always view my posts but never start a conversation with me over comments or PM. Do you think it's a good idea if I PM them? Absolutely. Jocelyn, think about you having a Bible study or a bunco or a Bible book club at your house, and somebody brings a friend. Now this is your home, which means you open the door, you greet the person you know, and now your friend has brought somebody you don't know. You don't walk away. You wouldn't walk away from that person and go into the kitchen and pretend that she doesn't exist. You would actually give her extra attention because her friend invited them. So 2 things. I would personally call out that friend and say, oh my goodness gracious, you've honored me by bringing these friends to this community group. Thank you so much. and then you direct message those friends and that person that invited them. So you've got two people in that direct message, and you say, I just can't tell you, I'm honored. And I would love to find out what are some of the things that you are looking for within this group. I'm sure, so-and-so told you a little bit about it, or you can give a brief description, but you want to have a loving conversation with those new people to make them feel welcome. We've got to mimic our in-home experiences as closely as possible, or you will be simply social media driven. So you've got to say, what would happen if somebody did that at my home? If they showed up at my door with someone that I didn't know they were bringing, what would I do? Well, I know what you do, Jocelyn. You would you'd probably hug them. You'd probably spend more time with them than the person that brought them, because they're kind of awkward. They're new. They don't know what's going on. So I would absolutely make a presence in that group, showing everybody how you treat someone that gets invited without you extending the invitation. And then you direct message to have them and the person that that invited them, make them feel really special. I think this is such a relationship business. Don't think you're going to go overboard. I think we don't go overboard enough to make people feel that level of connection and heart tug.
Yeah. And I think that's the, that's kind of the point, is that, I love what Kathy said, is how you do with everything that you do on social media. You need to think of it as, what would I do if we were face to face, whether it's even your Facebook parties, like everything, the goal is to just take it virtual, so, obviously because of distance, you can't be face to face and, right in front of that person. But what would you do if they were right there in front of you? And, I love how she was talking about having a connection and making a connection. You're not going to, I just want to touch on this because everyone might not get it, but you want to make sure that when you reach out to them, you're not reaching out and saying, hi, thanks for joining my community group. Here's a coupon for $5. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. I just want to make that really clear.
Yeah,
It's not about, hi, let me go get the quick kill. But it's about starting that relationship. And I find that that's real, because I've been added to groups by friends because they were asked to add people to groups. And then the consultant shoots me a message within, the first couple of hours. And it's always like, hi, welcome to my group. Here are the monthly specials, da-da-da. And I'm like, who are you? I don't want a coupon. I don't even know what you sell. I don't use that. It's gross and yucky, and don't do that. So, just like Kathy said, what would you do if they, if you had someone bring a guest to your home, the minute, even if it's a lemongrass party, the minute they walk in, the first thing you say is you're not going to throw a catalog in their face with coupons and discounts, or, you know what I mean? Hi, here's my booking gift if you want to book a party, and here's this and whatever. Because you're going to get to know them first. So yeah, I just wanted to make
with Messenger, with the video messenger, you can even say, do you have a few minutes? I'd love to connect with you over Messenger. I did that the other day, and she said, I don't know how to do that. And I'm like, no problem at all. Just wait for my ring. and the ring rang, and she popped up, and she said, I have no makeup on. And I said, oh, that's okay. It was so funny. But I always ask, can we messenger video? I much prefer to messenger them, video messenger, than to chat over texting. So that should be like the first thing you ask. Let's messenger and see each other. And even if you don't have makeup, even if you have kids around, it doesn't matter. They just connected with you as a person. You can have the dog, you can have the kids. It really doesn't matter, as long as you can have somewhat of a conversation where she's, you're giving her your attention. Now, I will say something else, since Kimberly brought it up about Facebook parties. Listen, I just heard this on in Lynn, the millionaire Lynn. She says that every time when you have a Facebook party, every time, well, let me back up. Most of you are doing your contest once a day, and then you pick a winner. She said, schedule a time with your host, bring her in like this, like Kimberly and I are, and announce the winner while she's on the call with you. So set up a few minutes with her where it's a 10-minute call, get her connected like this in the event, and announce the winner of that contest. So that way, you all of a sudden keep getting the chance to see your host. It may be a different time every day. It may not work out for your host to do it every day, but come live in the event and invite your host to be like Kimberly and I are, and say, we're going to draw the winner, and you do, you know, or you've got the winner. And you could even tell your host ahead of time who has won, so she can tag that person and say, you've won, I want you to come on so we can announce you as the winner. So there's a lot of fun things you can do. But guys, this whole Facebook Live, it is going to change your business. And for those of you that aren't using it, you guys know what I say about this. You've got to start using it, practice. And that's the other thing, in your community group, that's where you can practice. They are so forgiving. They want to see your face. They don't care. They don't care how rehearsed or scripted. They want you to come live in that group and give a tip. Your Tuesday tip should always be live. Always be live. Or if you do a Friday freebie, that should always be live. You should always make sure that they are looking forward to that, for sure. Yep. Okay.
Rachel asked a question.
Okay. Do you have anyone in your downline that are in your community group? Now, Kimberly, I don't know how you feel about it. Oh, that's so adorable. But however, for those of you that are leaders, the only way you're going to be able to successfully train your team is by allowing them to shadow you. They shadow you at an in-home party, they shadow you at a Facebook party, and they shadow you in your community group. If you don't give them the opportunity to be a fly on the wall and see what you're doing and get a chance to watch the responses, watch you do live, there's no way you can train them without allowing them to shadow you. I don't know why there's a hesitation. Rachel, you do not bring any other consultants in that group, no. But Rachel, if you've got a team, I don't know why leaders are not bringing their teams in there to shadow. And you say, no likes, no comments, you're a fly on the wall, watch what I do. Because within a few weeks, 30 days, they're you. And don't you want a you on your team that is copying what you're doing? I don't know why you guys aren't doing that. That's just my feeling. That's how I was with Pampered Chef. My consultants knew everything I did because I brought them into every experience. If I did host coaching calls, we did it as a 3-way call. They listened in on the call when I host coach. My host never knew they were on the call, but they listened in. I'm making host coaching calls tonight. Who wants to be on them? And I would bring somebody in so they could listen. So again, that's how you train a team. That's how you train a team. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I don't have, I usually would have people in for like the first 4 to 6 weeks, or if they had questions.
Perfect.
Like that, you know, that's what I usually do. But yeah, I mean, you know, I don't really, what's the harm?
Well, that's it. Well, I mean, I'm
not interacting, you know?
What is the harm? Are you doing something you don't want your team to know about?
Yeah.
Which is no, of course not. You're not. You're doing everything your team should be doing. So that's how your team learns how to do it, is they shadow you.
Yeah.
I mean, you want a mini you. You want that mini you, right? It's do as I say, right? Do as I say and do as I do. And I agree with Kim. If after 30 days they're well on their way, you can remove them. You don't have to keep them in there. But what's the harm?
Yeah.
What's the harm of keeping them in there? Now, again, if you have a little bit of a rebel or somebody that goes off the reservation, you do have to have a message conversation. Say, listen, we can't do this. You know, that was the rule. That's the ground rule. If she does it again, you remove her. You know, it's not 3 strikes, it's 2 strikes. So, but typically, I don't know of most consultants that wouldn't so appreciate being able to eavesdrop visually and watch what you're doing to be successful. I just don't understand it. And I'm not saying I don't understand it because team leaders aren't doing it. However, when a leader doesn't do it, I don't understand it. I mean, I always say, oh my gosh, ask your leader to bring you in. And she's like, she won't. And I'm like, really? What? Why not? Ask her why not, you know, type of thing. So, and it doesn't happen very often, but for those of you who are watching this call, yeah, you need to be asking your leader, can I come in and shadow you? Can I come in and eavesdrop? Because you will learn from the best. Your leaders are so strong, so strong. And it's not always your sponsor. Your sponsor may be new like you. It's your leader that is so strong, that is so capable. You want to be her, right? That's who you want to aspire to be, for sure. All right, let's see if we have any questions. Oh, Nancy. I have to go back because Andrea is on the call and she said, listening in the car on our way to church, the boys say, is that Miss Kathy? Tell her we love her and miss her. Okay, let me just say this, Andrea. I did not get any information about a lost tooth. I've got my money here waiting to be sent to one of your boys for that lost tooth, and I did not get any information. So I need to find out, did that tooth get out of his mouth? Because I'm sure it did, and I need to be sending him his Miss Kathy money. I know he got his tooth fairy money, but Miss Kathy money. All right, okay. All right, let me see here. Somebody says, can I shout at either of you later? Joanne, no. I believe that, no, I mean, I believe it has to be your upline. I believe your upline is really the one, because as you see questions and things going on, your upline is the one that will describe what she's doing and why she's doing it. If you are shadowing us, that means if you have questions, we have to answer those questions. And I don't have those kind of time, and I know Kimberly doesn't have that kind of time to take on somebody else's team. So I believe that your relationship, your connection goes to your upline. Listen, that's what keeps you in direct sales, is that connection with them. It's not me as a field trainer, and it's not Kimberly as, you know, a premier director. It's premier right now, right? Or an executive.
Executive, but it's okay.
Executive, yeah. She's got her team that shadows her, that answers her questions, that she's responsible for training. So your leader wants to have that relationship with you. She won't have it if you're with us. It's really unorthodox. It's really not fair for you to take that opportunity away from your leader to be able to share her experience with you. But most importantly, as you shadow her, you will be writing down questions. You will want to ask her questions. Why did you do this? And, you know, again, that's that relationship that is ongoing as she feeds you. So that's why I don't think it's a good idea for you to be in anyone else's group other than your upline leader. Now, again, that leader may not be the person that recruited you. You want to go up through the levels and find out who that person is, right? That would be the one that is in a position, she has a strong business where you can learn from the best. Yeah. But I appreciate you wanting to be in our group. But unfortunately, it doesn't do anybody any good that way. Yep. Oh my gosh, Andrea said the tooth hasn't been lost. Holy cow. Hanging by a thread. That's
I thread around
That's
in the door.
Yeah. But now, Joanne, I will tell you, when you say fair enough, I appreciate that. Joanne, I will tell you, you are welcome to pass by any ideas with me and say, this is what I'm thinking about posting. Can you help me with the verbiage? Joanne, that's why I'm here. I'm here for you to take your ideas and me to tweak them, and then you to use them with your signature. So I will absolutely do that for sure. Yeah.
And I feel like I get a lot of great, amazing stuff from the mock Facebook party group too that Kathy posts.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I get so much from there that works wonders in my customer groups.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and I know you guys know this already, but the mock Facebook group is strictly for Facebook, for virtual parties. The Coffee with Kathy is for everything, host coaching, it's for bookings. The community group, I watch you guys ask questions about Facebook parties in the community group. I watch you ask questions about bookings in the community group. that it gets lost because the community group is really product related. Most information in the community group is if you're asking questions about a special that you saw, details about the website, details about the products. But if you're drilling down into personal connections, you want to be in the Coffee with Kathy group. If you are drilling into your virtual parties, you want to be in the mock Facebook group. We try to really keep them separate, so you guys get the quick answers with the right guide, if you will. So so that might be something that I haven't explained enough. That and I see people in the community group all the time. It just warms my heart. They're like, oh my gosh, get over in the Coffee with Kathy, or oh my goodness, go over into the mock group. So they know where you should be. So maybe before you post in the community group, just ask yourself, okay, what is this question? Oh, I think this goes to coffee. Now, if it's not a question for me, I'll always say, oh, you know what? I think that's better over the community group, and I'll redirect you. But you'll get a lot more focused and intentional conversations going on if you are clearly asking the right questions, or not the right, asking the questions in the right groups. Anyway, so anything else, Kimberly, that you want to add before we close up?
I don't think so. I mean, make your customer care calls, guys.
No, that's absolutely sure, and that's
going back to the beginning.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things that we're going to be. I'm going to be coming every day, and just giving you some training on filling your January. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about is caring for those customers, because it doesn't matter how long it's been. A customer's not going to say, oh, it's been 2 years. She's going to say, oh my gosh, I haven't heard from you forever. And you're like, I know things are so crazy, but I wanted to let you know that you've been on my mind, and I wanted to let you know some of the things that are going on in Lemongrass Spa. I want to figure out what are some of the things that you are loving. I mean, there's a way to not say, would you like to place an order? Because you're letting her know what's going on in Lemongrass world. She's a customer. She needs to understand what's happening going into 2018.
Yeah.
If you don't tell her, either somebody else will and you lose your customer, or she never knows and she sees you posted on Facebook. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Now I feel this is the best time of year. I mean, if you've dropped the ball on following up with customers, I'm sure all of us, at some point have dropped the ball with following up. It's easy to say, oh, well, my bad, I lost that group. But there was a post in the community group, and I don't remember who posted it. Maybe it was, I don't remember, but it was about the almond joy, and it was get a bag of many almond joys, send a handwritten card. Thank you for being, a part of my business. It's been a joy serving you. There were so many cute ideas. Oh my God. What an awesome, and another fun thing is add a little lemongrass cash as a thank you for them supporting your business.
As a $5 cash,
Add a card that has your customer community group. Maybe put a QR code on there. You can get a free QR code for anything. So create a QR code, put it on a little business card template, slap it in the mail with a nice note, a little piece of, 5-cent Almond Joy candy. I think that's just, it's the perfect time. Somebody just said, what's the best way to follow up with customers? Right now, I think that's the best way to follow up with customers. And then you can always, follow up a few weeks later by phone and, ask if they received your goodie in the mail, and, just let them know you just wanted to take some time to thank them for being supportive and being a part of your business this year. It doesn't matter if they attended a party and didn't buy anything, or if they hosted with you 5 times. We never know why people don't buy when they come or whatever. Like, we have no idea. Maybe money was tight. We don't know, but they still played a part in your business. And so sharing that value with them, this is the easiest time of year to casually and comfortably follow up with your customers. How do you get a QR code? Google.
Just Google
QR code. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, Google QR code. But Joy, I will tell you, Joy, I know just from the conversations I've seen you at the questions you've asked, that would be on my list, further down on my list of things to do, because a QR code is great. However, I think right now what you want to do is you want to make that personal connection through, texting to say, this is how I believe. And Cynthia, we will actually be talking either tomorrow or Friday about customer care, because I believe when you get ready to send something, you say, by the way, message or text and say, I'm dropping something in the mail to you. I know you're going to love it. Now, so you alert them that something's coming. Then you say, after they've had a chance to get it, how did you love it? And you start opening that conversation, but you tell them it's coming. Because when you tell them it's coming, all of a sudden you have surfaced in their mind instead of them going to the mailbox, opening something and saying, oh, this is nice. And there's not that much of a connection when they open the mailbox versus when you tell them it's coming and they're looking for it in the mail.
True.
So that's what I believe makes a difference. When you send something, you say, by the way, I got to thinking of you today. Something's in the mail. You'll know why. I can't wait to hear how you love it. I'll follow up with you. So, so I would right now, between now and the end of the year, Joy, I would focus on building your connections of customers, not only existing, but referrals and new ones. So existing referrals and new ones for sure. Yeah. But you can Google QR code. Honestly, I've personally not used it. I mean, we had it at Pampered Chef on everything. And I was just, more of, oh, here, here's what you can do, etc. So, but I use them a lot. I use it for, for stores to get coupons back and things like that. So I know they're very helpful. But anyway, okay. Oh, Cynthia, great. I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah. All right. Anything else, guys? Any other questions before Kimberly? Thank you so much for spending your morning with us.
Of course. So fun.
It's wonderful. Yeah. I wish that's the way I look. This is the way I look at 6:30, 7:30 at night with makeup when I'm getting ready for a call. I would never look like that at 8:30 in the morning.
You look wonderful.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. So yeah, thanks again. I really appreciate it. All right. We're going to, oh, Andrea, we love you too, girl. We're going to go ahead and scoot. Make sure for those of you that are listening live that you go in and you tag your peeps. I mean, friends are peeps and team members are peeps and your leaders are peeps. Make sure you tag them because you want them to see what we're training on and, get up to speed and not miss anything. So, okay. Oh, Cynthia said she's going to see you on the 14th for the cookie party.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I need to say something else since I just saw that. Guys, make sure your Facebook, that you're live on Facebook on your personal wall when you're out and about. It doesn't matter if you're at a vendor event, if you're at a cookie exchange, you want to go live on your wall and you want to say, oh my gosh, I'm just going to come live and tell you what I'm doing tonight. I'm with a whole bunch of my lemongrass spa friends and we're doing a cookie exchange, or I'm at a vendor event. Look at all these vendors. Go live every opportunity you can to tell a story. People will, listen, they will all of a sudden connect with you because you go live and tell a story about what you're doing that day in your life. I mean, it could be shoe shopping with your mom. It could be doing something with your kids, because as you go live with things that are not lemongrass specific, then you get to go live with things that are lemongrass specific, do your eyebrow tutorial, do your washing my face. Somebody goes live every day at Pampered Chef. She's my girlfriend. She goes live every day at dinner time and she talks about what she's making and she shows the products that she's using. Every day at 5:30. Every day at 5:30. Now, maybe if she's going out to dinner, but I love it. So if you wash your face every morning, go live. If you put your eyebrows on, go live. Do it once a week. Do it once a week. She does it every single day. Yeah. And she has people just say, oh my gosh, I ran home so I could watch you. Now, again, she is recorded, but people want to be live with her. So, yeah.
And with that, consistency is so important.
Yeah.
You can't think, okay, I'm going to announce that I'm going to go live and then think that everyone's going to be on watching you your first, 1, 2, or even 3 times. It takes time and consistency on your part to build that following. So trust the system and just focus on that consistency. It makes all the difference.
Yeah, for sure. Joy, let's talk about your vendor event coming up. You had one that did a ton of hand spas with my very few. I don't think that has anything to do with you. I think it has to do because if one was successful, it means that the audience was just in a hurry. You know, a lot of times when people have a lot of vendors that they want to get through and they've paid money to be at that event, they rush through. They're like, oh no, I don't have time for a hand spa. I mean, it's like the kiosks in the mall where they want to flatten my hair. They want to, you know, they want to do the hair straightener. Listen, no, seriously, Kim.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I just.
Sometimes I want them to. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. And then other times like, oh my gosh, no, get out of my face. I can't do it today, right? So again, I don't think it has anything to do with you, Joy. It's the fact that they might be in a hurry. Seriously, I'm going there when I get ready to travel leadership. I'm going to the mall and I'm having them flat iron my hair. I'm going to have that free blowout. Yeah. Okay. All right. Enough off that. So anyway, so Joy, don't take it personally. I think if you've done one, you were successful, you know how to do them successful. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But if you want to talk and make sure you are, you know, you have your bases covered, you're on my calendar, girl. All right, guys, listen, thanks again, Kimberly.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Fun as always.
All right. All right. Talk to you later. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.